Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Can you guys hear me all right? Just turn down the music a little bit. How you guys going? Excited to do another Patron only live stream. I really enjoyed doing the last one. I've been playing around with my settings a bit because there's like a massive lag between my mouth and the voice that's coming out of it, which is really, really annoying. I think my CPU is like freaking out. Like, look at the lag is just really bad at the moment. I don't know. I need to do something about the CPU. Don't think that's gonna be my next upgrade, which is a real shame because they're bloody expensive. How's the music? Is it all good? Looks like it's totally fine. Can you see any differences in Marble Mountain of like, I'm setting up for the next episode, and in the next episode I'm going to change the skyline quite a bit, and I've just been mucking around with it so far, just like choosing a couple of new towers. I don't know, do you want me to show you what it looks like, or do you want me to wait? I might wait until the next episode. Also, look what's going on here. Got a little bit of flooding going on. Yeah, so I was like really annoyed because this was getting quite low, the water in here, and so I ended up placing down one of these, but it's just messing everything up, so I think I might have to lower that a fair bit. Unless I put some pumps here. Maybe if I drain out some water around here, then that might be a better option. Because I feel like there should be water coming from here. There should be, like, this should be a water source. I want to see a flow coming down here. So maybe if I keep that like that, and if I have some sort of drainage around this area. Kills me, guys. It really, really kills me. It really takes away from the ambience around here, though. I wonder if there's like, yeah, let's just try that. We'll have to connect some power up to it as well. By the way, if you the really nice thing about these streams is that I upload these to YouTube straight after, so if you miss any of it, then feel free to, you can still watch it, whatever you miss out on. Really don't want to just stick one of these down because that kind of ruins it. Apparently they're not getting enough power. Maybe we need some more power. At the moment I'm just like placing down as many wind farms as I can. Probably should come up with a better means of power. That'll be for another video. There we go. It's getting pretty full. And then I hate how big these power lines are. I need them to be somewhere else. Not really any way around it. Stuff it. I'm just gonna do one of these. That'll do for the time being. God, that really sucks. At least nothing's going to become abandoned because of it. They've got no abandonment mod. But that is brutal to watch. Might need a pump on the other side as well. So in this live stream, I'm not going to just fix problems. I'm going to I actually want to work on this road stretching around here, and I want to connect it up here, and I want some sort of bridge as well. So I'm going to do a road around there, and might even do some terraforming and make it look super pretty. This train line I'll also extend around here too, and then that's probably all we're going to get time for. I'm only really have about an hour to stream, unfortunately. So yeah. Is that improving it at all? Pretty sure we must have some problems down here too. No, they're alright. There's some flooding there. Oh god. I think I just have to reduce this. Yeah, I hate that. Alright, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Alright, some roads. So I could place down a highway, but I do want some houses connected to it. So I don't think a highway would be the best fit for around here. I think I'm gonna stick with probably maybe an avenue instead, because they do sort of look like highways, especially these ones. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get huge amounts of traffic coming through here. And there'll be some sort of bridge too. Stop. Please stop. All right, I think I might do a I don't know about an avenue. I think eventually I'll do an interchange that's around here. Like just a kind of like a real compact one. Hmm. Yeah, avenue. Let's do it. To loopy. Yeah, so more like that. If it sticks, I might even just drag it and then I'll worry about all that later. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Yeah, something like this. And then it's like a highway there, so I think. That work? That's better. Oh, what's going on here? Whoa, losing students. That's not great. I think that's because I raised Oh no, I lowered some of the funding for the university. So I think it probably wasn't a great idea. The parting spilled to the streets outside the campus area, but luckily there wasn't too much property damage. That's pretty cool. And hopefully we're still increasing reputation for that. Who knows? All right, this is stressing me out. I'm going to do something that I hate doing, and that's reset sea levels. Really do hate doing that. So that's too shallow. This is a massive fight that I'm having in Marble Mountain at the moment. Is I'm finding that a lot of the sea levels and water levels are like mucking up quite a bit. So I need to find like the right balance, but I'm not going to find the right balance until I guess finish all the shoreline, which is I feel like I'm still quite far away from doing. So it's a constant battle. Did I miss that one? I did. There, that should work a bit better. You know, I might just have to leave. I mean, maybe that's as high as it gets. Because this water eventually comes down into here. So it adds a little bit of water. I think there is, yeah, there's water coming from up there. I mean, all that's going to change eventually anyway. All right, let's get rid of some of those trees. I always hate it when they clip into the roads. Even though I know I'm going to change it. Still annoys me. Kind of happy with that, but I think I might make it a little bit more, a little less. I think the corners need to be a little bit sharper, just because otherwise it looks makes it look quite small, like the scale's a little bit off. That's what I'm trying to say. Whereas like this makes it look like it's a much smaller, more to scale area like that. And then I can actually do the ridges in there. Actually, no, that's a little bit too extreme. No. Don't worry, all this is going to make sense. Anyone does that. Yeah, it's like a little bit more like this. Yeah, I think that's better. We'll grab the nodes. Yeah, I think that's heaps better. Yeah, cool. Oh, Gator the God, $2. What's good with the God of Skylines? Thanks, dude. I'm not the God of Skylines, but I appreciate it. Not much, man. I've just finished my second coffee. It's morning in Australia. Gator, I don't know whereabouts you're from, mate, but if you're Australian, it'd be morning time for you. So Sunday morning, that's what's good. Sunday mornings are always good. I quite like that. Very windy. Just gonna do some terraforming and then I think that'll look pretty cool. I don't really want any beaches around here. I want it to be like some houses are connected here, but I probably won't get to the houses today. We'll make some like proper ridges and stuff. That'll be pretty sick. And then I think we'll do a bridge here. And then there'll be like a roundabout where it connects up to this one. Because this is like a small country highway. And then this is more of a city highway here. So let's actually build that bridge now. Do I make it a... I figure out what sort of bridge I want. Because I don't know if I want the avenue on this side. Because this side's going to be mostly like... sort of farmyard areas. It's going to be... I don't know, less city over this side. And there's also going to be like some forestry around here too. It's actually quite mountainous. Probably need to reduce that a fair bit. What sort of road? I don't really know yet. I'm from CA, which is I guess California. East Coast 9:30-ish. Awesome. The song that I'm playing, so I'm playing off Epidemic Sounds. That last song was Midwest Diner. I'm sure you could probably find it on YouTube, I reckon. It's by Frook. F-R-O-O-K. I actually can't hear the music, but yeah, I hope it's alright. That was my chair squeaking, by the way. What about... I think there will be a highway, so I might actually do one of these ones, even though they're quite large. Let's start connecting up a highway. Jesus. What are you doing down there? Oh, that is so weird. Probably too low, that's why. Is it underground? What's going on? Why is it underground? I told you to be above ground. No worries, dude. Pretty straight. Not bad. Something like that. I'm gonna copy that over. Do you know what? I might actually turn that into, rather than being a highway. Do some of these. Probably a little bit too small. But these bad boys. Yeah, I don't know. Unless they're like the old school ones, like that. Could do that. Not sure. What are the other options? Oh, what? Did you guys know that? Since when did the dirt roads look like that? As bridges? Have I never made a bridge from a dirt road before? The LODs are a little bit weird on it. The coloring's a little bit strange, but that's cool. We've got to do that somewhere. That sort of a bridge deserves to be like over here or something. Or there. That is so cool. Oh, actually, why don't I could use this bridge again. Actually, no, I've got an idea. I can use parts of Jay's bridge to create a decent looking bridge. I might convert it back to that. What does that like bridges? We'll search for it. What's Jay's bridge called again? Bay Bridge. Yes, this is what I'm thinking. I think that's 2 ways. So I could do this. And then the train line could come through here too. Now we are talking. There's a lot of road there. I think it's a little bit of an overkill. Unless we just did one of them. Yeah, I think the dirt road bridge would look cool over the river. This one though is going to be like a pretty decent highway. It's going to be a fair bit of traffic. I mean, there's pretty much going to be this bridge here. I mean, this bridge is like not in the sticks, but it's a little bit, you know, there's not going to be any other bridges around here. So you're either crossing this bridge over into Copper Falls, or you're taking this bridge over here, which is more of like a suburban bridge or more of a city bridge. And then we've got the Bay Bridge here too. So in terms of highways, this is going to be like the only highway connection. So I think it needs to be somewhat decent. So I'm trying to find something that is like in between this and this, which I think that would work quite nicely. Don't know about the pillars though. I like this, but I don't know about the pillar. Still thinking. You know, something like this. Gate of the God. That's like an old school covered bridge in the countryside of the US. There's one in GTA 5. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, dude. Does a Bay Bridge take a huge hit on CPU? It might do, actually. It might do. It's a shame we got a potato for a computer, mate. I know that feeling. Yeah, my CPU at the moment, I mean, I've got, my computer's like not bad, but I wanted to be doing more live streams, but like, I mean, look what it's like in the city. But that's because of my CPU at the moment, which is a real shame. And it's only because I'm live streaming. Otherwise, it's not as bad as that. I like this, but I'm gonna put some different pillars down, I think. And I also will, I think I'll do a train line too, but I could do the train line underneath. They're probably a little bit too extreme. Yeah, I mean, as much as I want to do this, I think 4 lanes of traffic around here is just a little bit of an overkill. What are the seams on this? Look great. I don't know. I'm still tossing up, guys. Still don't really know. Or I just do this. Or I just go this. I think I might just do this one. After all that, I think I'm gonna do this one. Sibo, you could use a single bridge and traffic manager plus invisible road. Single bridge plus traffic. Oh, do you mean to change the direction of the traffic? Is that what you're talking about? think I'm gonna do this because it's a little bit more plain. I want something that's sort of plain. And it's like about that wide too. Like use 2 lanes from one side, use invisible roads to get 2 lanes on the other side. That's quite an interesting technique. Invisible road. I don't think I have any invisible roads. I could get one. I think I'm gonna just do this one. I know it's super plain, but I sort of want something plain around here. Because it's actually just a highway connection. And this one's like sort of interesting, and then like the one over here is sort of interesting. I could use the Bay Bridge underneath it to like make the train line come underneath, because there is a train line here, so it could potentially go this way and then one go this way. There's another train line there. I don't know why we'd need it. Could have a train line going there. That might be quite cool. Rotate this bad boy. Alright, need to change the direction. This is why I always struggle, because I always go in the wrong direction. Is that the right way? Let's see. Left lane going, no, other way. Alright, that's better. Yeah, we might add a train line too. Alright, I'm gonna flatten that bit. So I'm thinking a roundabout. Such steep mountainsides around here. I've really changed that up. Gator, I just watched your new Marble Mountain video before I got a notification of your live stream. Love the video. Thanks, dude. I should build both sides. Yeah, an airport. Excusez-moi. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the more I think about an airport, the more I want to build one. There are a couple of options. So I think the international airport's out of the question. Just because, I mean, the size of the city, the size of what this should probably be. But I do think maybe a cargo airport would be quite cool. Are you thinking somewhere around here, or are you thinking like somewhere in the desert? Because I think in the desert would be really cool. Sibo, you may also try to use regular roads but increase the speed limit if you have some good looking roads. Oh, that's a good point. I could actually just use a regular one and turn it into a highway. I might do that around here. I might turn this into a highway. I don't have traffic president enabled at the moment. Damn it. Yeah, but that's a great idea. I'll increase this to turn that into a highway. Okay, now comes the tricky part. Actually, let's just build a roundabout. A roundabout is totally fine around here. There's not going to be huge amounts of traffic. I'd suck at building roundabouts. There's like a proper technique you can use, but I don't really know how to do it. Because I never do it. I never build roundabouts. I don't remember what Skip does. He does this. Am I going to do this right, fellas? You like these streams? Oh, thanks, man. They're nice and low key. That's what I really want from them. I don't expect many people to watch. I just want it just to be like us having conversations, and you can see how, you know, what I'm like. So, you know, when I do my other live streams, I've got like a whole bunch of people watching, and I'm more trying to focus on keeping everything, I don't know, super entertaining. Obviously I want this to be entertaining, but I feel like this is nice because it's just low key. We can have like a chat and look at things that because I don't mind showing you guys places that, you know, that I'm working on, and yeah, I really like it. Jesus, I don't know if that's all right. Also, if you worry some buildings will despawn, may consider changing to procedural. Yeah, I've thought about procedural objects, object mods. It looks amazing. Strictos has been using it a whole bunch, and it looks really cool. I'm still yet to use it. I haven't even touched it yet. I've actually just downloaded a mod. It is so good. It's something that I've been wanting to use for a really long time, but it is. I'll see if I can find it. It's not gonna be there, you bloody idiot. What is it called? I think it's gonna sit here. No, it's not there. Basically, I'll rebuild it. Yeah, here we go. So every 30 seconds, anything that is abandoned or demolished or burnt down will just respawn. This is something that I've been wanting for such a long time. It means, because before, I'd have to, if I found like an abandoned building, I'd have to demolish it and then re-plop it down. This one just respawns that building, so that is a lifesaver for me. And that's working really nicely. So now I'm not worried about buildings despawning, because they don't despawn. They just, you know, if they become abandoned or something, they'll just rebuild, which is awesome. Gator, one like the cargo airport closer to the city, but outside of it, like some American international airports. And then if possible, a small, yeah, okay, cool. That is sort of what I'm thinking. There is, I could use this one. I know it's like small. I think that this is almost, let's just have a quick play of this. Let's just play with this idea. Change. That's better. See, if that was dirt, that'd be perfect. So maybe not that. And plus those terminals, I mean, it's not too crazy. I mean, for like a outside of the city airport in the middle of nowhere, it's not too large. It's not too. But that'd be quite interesting, I think. Something like that out here. Or are you thinking just like a complete custom one? Like I just build a airport from scratch. The international one, I'm not sure about the international one, to be honest. Just because it's a little bit, I have no idea where to place it. It'd have to be somewhere around here. This mountain, by the way, I'm going to reduce the size of this mountain quite a lot. What else do we have? Cargo. I don't know about you guys, but I feel really, I don't know, I feel really strange. It feels really strange that they've introduced this one and this one. They practically do the same thing. I mean, they're pretty much the same airport. I know this one has a train line, but I mean, I don't know. It feels like a bit of a waste of an asset. They could have turned this into like a nice dirt airport or something like that. But this one actually wouldn't look so bad out in the sticks. I don't know. Is that what you had in mind, Gator? I'm not quite ready for an airport, but I will be, so don't worry. back to the roundabouts. It's so not perfect, guys. I know. But this is going to work pretty nicely, I think. Especially if it's like this. Got a couple of ideas. And then these roads will have a slightly different type of connection. Nope, not like that. Right now, just totally trash that. I'm gonna fix all this up, guys, don't worry. Don't worry. What do you think of my glasses, by the way? My glasses. I really like them. Roundabouts going the wrong way. Classic $2 move. I should probably turn it into a one like that. Gross. I think the international airport is much too big for Marble Mountain. I agree. I would love to have an airport for Marble Mountain, but it's all about scale for this series. I've airports in pretty much every other one. But an airport would be really, really cool. But I don't know about the international one. Yeah, a small single airstrip with a few small hangars. You might have to get airport roads. Yeah, I might, you can also do some cool things with footpaths, so I might be able to do something like that. Oh, so uncomfortable. I'm gonna switch to standing. Just give me a second while I wind up my desk. Along, everybody. A hell of a live stream, isn't it? Is this what you came for? Alright, that's better. That's much better. Alright, let's fix this up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Story of my life. This looks a little bit big. Gonna totally reshuffle it. Perfect circle. Perfect, right? I should put a tiny pit stop town on the edge of the forest to the west. Edge of the forest to the west. Edge of the forest to the west. Oh, dude, sorry, I don't really know whereabouts you're talking about. Pit stop. Do you mean like around where we're working right now? Because that would look really cool. You don't mean this one, do you? Serrano Valley? No, you must mean around here. Your little pit stop. That would be quite cool, actually. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna look fine. See? See, it looks good now. Gee. Bad. We're worth it though. Trying to think if I'm gonna have another road coming up here. If I just leave it pretty much in the sticks. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Somewhere around here would be really quite cool. I do want a bit of lumber around here, like a very small, like a tiny town around here, smaller than Copper Falls. How's forehead cam? Slowly getting there. Sorry, I'm not gonna stop doing this until it's totally right. You reckon I should put a small little village around here? Or at least a farm? I mean, there is like a massive cliff around here, so it might not be, or it might not be right for it. Might not be the right sort of area. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Then I'm going to push back into some windy roads. In fact, let's turn this into a bit of a go. Sweet. That's a bit weird. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay. That looks pretty decent. This is going to go underneath there. Actually, we should probably do that now. The road editing is a pain in the ass, even with road anarchy, move it, and precision and engineering. Yeah, I agree, but it's worth it though in the end. It's totally worth it. Yeah, there is a mod dyno that allows you to make really easy roundabouts, but I don't have it enabled, and by the time I download it and re-enable it, the stream will be over because it takes so long to load up the game. Actually, to be honest, loading Marble Mountain doesn't take that long. Hey, have you guys downloaded the save game, by the way? I've got a new competition as well. I'm going to announce it in the next video. Oops, shit. I mean, pardon. I'm going to be uploading in the next video. I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I finish this. But yeah, there's going to be like a build competition where I'm going to invite people to build in Marble Mountain, and then the winner will have their build in the series, which would be quite cool. And it is in a really interesting location. So this is where the competition is going to be. It's like a pretty big area. Like that's big. That's like half the size of Copper Falls, and Copper Falls is fairly large. So I'm going to get people to build in here. They can either build a town, or they can build like a truck stop or a factory, military base potentially, whatever people really want. As long as it fits in with the area. I mean, that is sort of out in the middle of nowhere. It's a pretty interesting spot. It's like a T section. And I mean, in terms of a highway, it's pretty much nothing. But I mean, that's what the landscape's like. So if you guys are interested in being part of that competition, you should totally build something there, and I think that'll look awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what people end up building. I want to be doing more of them too. By the way, it's probably time to invite you guys to build in Marble Mountain as well. So I also have areas dedicated for patrons too. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in building something, if you've got like some skills and some build ideas for some certain areas, just like small little patches like here and there, if you've got some ideas, then let me know, and I might even be able to zone an area for you guys, and I'll share the save game with you guys as soon as possible. Dinah, you've downloaded it? Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I really love it too. It's a shame that you guys have to grab the university, the campus DLC now. So I kind of feel bad for building that, because it just adds to the asset, the DLCs that you need. If you should make a small oil refinery with a little ghetto neighborhood nearby. Look up the oil refinery near Rodeo, California. It's actually close to Crockett's and a sugarcane plant. Well, that's pretty similar to around here. Dude, have you seen this area here? I mean, this is like my ghetto around here. And here's like an oil. I know it's different to an oil refinery. I've placed this one down, but I'm probably going to change that. By the way, just a little insight to what I'm going to be doing much later on down the track is I'm actually going to redesign this whole area down here. I've changed my mind with how I want this area to look, and I think I can do a much better job of this suburb here, and this interchange is too big for what the size of Montana is going to look like. So I'm going to redesign all this probably in the next few episodes. I'm going to do this downtown next episode, then we'll start working around the farms around here, and then it's going to be like a bit of a weird crossover where I'm going to be working around here but uploading videos of this area, mostly because I'm going to be doing some tutorials for Paradox, and I need to get this sort of ready for those tutorials. And the Bay Bridge as well is going to be, I'm going to keep the Bay Bridge, but I'm going to change its location a little bit because I want some sort of like some more docks around here, kind of like southern, not southern, around where the water is in Los Angeles, that whole port. I really would like some like big port around here because we've got so much industry in Marble Mountain. I think we need like a big port so that we're getting lots of cargo in and out. So that's a bit of an insight to what I'm going to do. So this is all going to get changed. Things that are going to stay is I'm going to keep all this layout, and I'll keep Stockton too. That will all stay. Mostly this part here, this will stay, but all around here will be redesigned. Like as in terms of like road networks and stuff like that. That's my idea. I'm gonna try to get to the map with only your assets and mods. I don't think I have enough skills for a build. Of course you do. You can always build something small. Alright, train line under here. Man, I hate it when it does that. Bit too windy for a train. Maybe that's where it goes underneath. Because this connects up to that. So maybe it snakes underneath there. Maybe that's where it is. Alright, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I'm actually making a bit of progress. I think I'm just like trying to make decisions rather than screwing around. What time is it? Ah, shit. I'm gonna go in like for about 15 minutes. Sorry, only about an hour of a live stream. A little bit short, so sorry about that. It's pretty close to the water. So this is why I'm having such a problem with how the train line and the water levels work. I'm really having a really tough time with that. Hence the reason why I've got it on pause at the moment. It gets so laggy when I stream. So these are like, it's gonna be quite muddy around here. I don't really want beaches. I want like muddy banks. Sweet. Now, for a live stream is good for you, good, dude. I'm glad. I always feel bad that I'm not streaming long enough. Maybe that should rise up a little bit. Or a little bit too close to the water. There. What's that one? That's better. I'm gonna raise it up. Just a touch. And this one a touch. That one a touch. Yeah, cool. Now let's fix that up. Probably a little bit too big of a mountain anyway. This cool thing, we can just make it nice and big and just lower it. It's just a little bit too dramatic. Yeah, that's much better. That is so much better. I'm in the process of building a city, but I can't stream my builds. Can I post pics of it on Discord/Patron? Yeah, dude, absolutely. You should. There's yeah, in general on my Discord server, then you can post pics of it there. And if you want to post pics of it on Patron as well, then I think it should allow you to do that. But I'd love to see it. I really would love to see it. I'd love to see all your builds, guys. You should just send them through. That's way better. It was way too dramatic before. Alright, so now I need to make some ridges around here. The land's just a little bit messed up. I think to make it look really realistic, you need to have some like ridges and like some small valleys. There'll be like some houses around here, but it's mostly going to be quite foresty. Making some progress, guys. This is looking pretty cool. Check it out. This is great. I've been building since the game came out, but never got to share any of my cities, even some classic ones I had that are long gone. Yeah, dude, you should always share your builds. Like, I know, I am always really interested to see what other people are building. Yeah, definitely hit me up. Hey, I want your opinion, guys. So, just a bit of an insight to the next episode. I've changed the skyline quite a bit of of Montana. There used to be a massive skyscraper here. It was like the Shanghai building or something like that. I ended up getting rid of it. And I'm in the process of just figuring out how it should look. So this is like the new skyline at the moment, under detailed, still some buildings to be changed. What do you think so far? and excuse the frame rate. It's because I'm streaming and my CPU is freaking out. Something that I really love is I've placed this building now, and obviously it looks very similar to the US bank building in Los Angeles, which I mentioned in the next video. Might be a little bit controversial because I think what was so cool about Marble Mountains is that it was like it kind of had a feeling of California, but definitely wasn't, you know, a remake of Los Angeles or San Francisco. But I think that this building is actually different enough to, because it actually looks quite different to the bank building. Let me just get that up. Yeah, so this is the US Bank Tower, I should say, in Los Angeles. So it's fairly different. I couldn't use this one anyways, it's too small, so it's too big. I personally really love it. I think it looks awesome. And this building here, the Nation Commune building, is, I think, a really nice fit too. Everything looks great. Thanks, man. A couple of these buildings aren't staying. Like when I say I'm in the process, I'm deleting a few and adding a few. I'm going to be extending the skyline a little bit further around this way too. Maybe getting rid of this one because it's a little bit thick for Montana. Yeah, just changing it up a little bit. So I'm in the process of doing that. Actually, as soon as I finish, that's why I need to go, because I need to finish recording that episode. So once I finish this live stream, I'm going to jump back into that. So my idea for all around here is small interchange here, which will be, yeah, I think we'll have to be quite tight. And then I'm going to do quite a bit of terraforming, some really nice houses, like continuing some mansions around here. By the way, I kind of want to do a live stream. Maybe the next time I do a live stream here, I want to build some houses for you guys. You know, so there'll be Gate of the Gods house, and then there'll be Dino house, and we'll just have a whole bunch of houses that are, you know, that we can just focus on, you know, building up for some patrons, because I think that'd be really cool. We've got this one here, which is for, what was his name? Xeon. Yeah, so that's I want more people to have houses in Montana. I think that'd be really cool, especially if we're building a wiki page for it. I think that'd be a great little addition. So yeah, some nice big mansions around here, big mansions, and they'll stop around here, and then we'll start getting into more forest, more coastline feels, even though it's along a riverside here. And then once it hits here, we're pretty much getting into the countryside. Hence the reason why we've only got this one smaller road. Then over here, like Gator was talking about, we should do some sort of lumberyard here, and a tiny village, you know, quite small, only really based around the highway. And then this highway's going to connect up to something here, and then we'll probably have a couple of roads that are just snaking around here. I really can't wait till we have heaps of roads all around here. This forest is nice and thick. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think that might be about it for this episode. Gator, how you conformed the terrain to the new roads on point. The skyline looks good. Thanks, dude, man. You're full of compliments. I really appreciate it. If you want to come in and build in an episode, man, just message me and let me know. I've got a couple of places in mind where I could get some patrons to build. If you want to build something around here, or if you want to build in the farmland, just let me know. Or if you want to do some roads as well, then hit me up. If you've got some skills, if you think you're a master at building factories or, you know, houses or, you know, detail work, then let me know and we'll sort something out, because I want more people building in here. I'm making some slow progress. which is fine because I want this to go for a long time, but I kind of want to get you guys in as well. Guys, I think that's about it. Any questions? Do you want to say anything else before I shoot off? Damn, the frame rate is literally halved. It is so bad. My CPU. I mean, I'm glad I know that my CPU needs to be upgraded because it just means then I know what to do. I know how to fix it. If you can build in the city, I definitely will. Will you? Oh, sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying there. Sorry, dude. I definitely will. Okay. I definitely will. You would have to inform me how I can contribute. Yeah, no worries, man. I'll message you. Once I get the downtown done, I'll show you like a spot that I've got in mind that I actually don't really know what to do with. So I'll get in touch, dude. All right, boys and girls. If there are any girls watching, I doubt it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next live stream. Hi, dudes. Catch you later.